Hello Aries, welcome to your reading. This will be for the week of the 28th to the 3rd of November, okay? 2024 is literally flying by. So instead of animal spirit cards, I did pull you out a card from the deck Mary, Queen of Angels, Oracle deck, so check it out if you want to. However, you guys got enthusiasm being the first message for you guys this week, all right? This says, whatever I'm most passionate about is the direction that I follow. So you are being called to follow your passions, okay? If you're ever feeling stuck, do the thing that makes your heart sing the most. All right, but let's dive in a little bit deeper into the rest of your week and see what's going on for you there. All right, my angels, let's start as always with the oracles. For my lovely Aries, please spirit, what are the messages that they need to hear? That's interesting because you have not for you coming through. So this usually comes up where we're being rejected for a very good reason. If you're feeling a little bit like something is not feeling quite right, this could be things like contracts or people in your lives. However it resonates, we will dive in a little bit deeper. But it is a story about there being rejection is protection. You know, when one door closes, it's leading you towards another one, okay? And you have walking away and not for you. So for a lot of you, it's very clear here that you're walking away from things that do not serve you. It does feel more physical, but we'll dive into the rest of the tarot anyway. But let me show you. So there is a fortune cookie here that literally just says nope, and a chessboard. And the kind of story behind this card, if I remember, is that you never really know if the game is rigged in your favor or not. You know, sometimes we get really bummed out feeling like, oh my god, why is this door closing? All these doors are closing on me, like I'm getting rejected from somebody or something, like, and it basically is saying like you never really know what is protecting you from later down the line, because in this case this chess game is rigged against you anyway. So you know, it may feel rejection now, but it's kind of preventing you from going through maybe something worse or just something that is just not aligned to you that you probably would leave anyway. If it's a job, for example, maybe it's got horrible people there, or you know, maybe you just wouldn't really enjoy it. So really follow the signs here. Now what's interesting is that with that enthusiasm saying whatever I'm most passionate about is the direction that I follow, I'm also kind of picking up that spirit is also helping you out to make things a little bit clearer. To you it may seem like rejection or I'm having to leave something behind, but it's guiding you. So trust that little intuitive nudge that you get if something is telling you it's time to walk away. All right, because you do have walking away here as well. Okay, now again, speaking very generally, it's not very clear in what it is for anybody right now, so whatever it is, we'll see. All right, my angels, let's see. So not for you, walking away. Let's dive into the chakra cards as well for you. We have a little fly joining us. Can you please leave? Thank you. It's testing my patience here. It's like just flying all in the cards here. Right, let's see. For my lovely Aries, victim, very interesting. So clearly you feel the bad end of something here. On the bad end of something, like this could be legal, or it could be again a job situation, or it could be a relationship. I'm just saying the same things now, but and again, instincts coming through. Wow, this is very interesting. You are being very divinely guided at the moment. You have service here as well. For some of you, you feel guided to be of service. That is definitely why you're here. Okay. But with victim coming through, yeah, you definitely feel like you took the brunt of something, or maybe somebody lashed out at you in some way. Okay. With victim here, you could be caught in the middle of something here as well, to be honest with you. So that's probably why you're walking away again. Like it's not very, clear on where this is, but clearly it's a story for most people, right? You got to trust your instincts here. There's like a full moon in the background, which kind of feels like heightened sensitivity, heightened intuition maybe. And we have this kind of like, it looks like it's the wolf's higher self who's kind of already looked at the directions already. It already knows where to go. So for a lot of you, if you just have an unexplainable feeling that you need to get out of a situation, or that you need to leave and go and look for something better, this is all kind of saying that this is a very big time for you, where it's calling for you to do that, especially if you're being called to go into something to be of service to others, whether it's helping out family members or helping out people as your job, or just something that you like to do in your free time. This is really kind of saying that this is something that you are here to do. You are not not just here to be of service. Okay, you're here to live your life, my angels, but I feel like a lot of people do depend on you or love to have your company. Like, you are a very kind, caring person, and I feel like spirit wants you to put that energy into the world, because people maybe people need you this week. Okay, but let's dive a little bit deeper. Let's get you some of these for the lovely Aries, please, this week. Thank you. Feel free to be free. So that's pretty nice. You then have union, which is awesome as well. Let's get one more. What is that? And balance. Okay. So feel free to be free. Says here, free yourself and let go. You can be who you want to be and express yourself. Okay, so for a lot of you, it does make sense that you're walking away from something where you felt a bit of a victim or caught between the crossfire here. Maybe some people did mistreat you, but now you're becoming free, or that might be something that you are working towards. And if this is something that happened in the past, this is a really big and important sign to not go back or even engage in energies to do with past events. Okay, otherwise we stay stuck in this energy, in this victim energy. So they're saying be free. Let it go. Free yourself. All right. Be who you want to be. You don't need to be a victim anymore. You can be anything in the world, especially somebody who is here to help others. Now you have union, which says good things come together, perfect match, and a couple coming together. So for some of you, you could be meeting your soulmate. All right. If you're already in a relationship, then this could mean that there is more closeness coming in between the two of you. You could be feeling like you have to look after somebody in a relationship this week. Maybe they're feeling a bit poorly. I don't know. But also one thing I'm getting with this, outside of love unions, it really does feel like things are actually falling into place. When it says perfect match, it feels like you're actually finding your match in life. And I feel like it may be to do with that service. It could be to do with your career or following your passions. Like the enthusiasm card says, it feels like you're coming into union with good things now that you're freeing yourself from situations or energies that have just not been serving you, that have been keeping you tied down to an old narrative. All right. So then you have beautiful balance coming in here. The initial B could be important for you. And again, this says things are balancing out, equal give and take, and find your balance. Okay, my angels, let's dive into a tarot. Let's see what's going on a little bit deeper. Where is my tarot deck? Oh, yeah, it's here. I'm using a different one this week. This is the Modern Witch Tarot. Right, let's see for my lovely Aries, please, Spirit. Let's get one for the overall energy for the week. And it is the Hermit. So definitely you are really taking some time out, or feeling called to take some time out in introspection. The Hermit, again, is good if you are feeling of service. For a lot of you, you are kind of figuring out by taking some time out and really sitting with yourself to think about things and going deep within that what you're being called to do. Now, you could be encouraged to be a tutor or a mentor to people. That is definitely what comes up with the Hermit. You guys are an old soul, wiser than your years, however old you are. Like, you just carry a lot of wisdom, and it does feel like a lot of people do appreciate what it is that you have to offer. So a lot of the Aries I'm speaking to have a lot of value in this world, okay? Even if it's just your words of wisdom, if it's just your compassion, all right? Or even if it is something that you are skilled at, people do appreciate your time and energy, okay? But the Hermit really says you're going through deep introspection. You guys may have definitely been going through some sort of dark night of the soul, which usually happens when we're having almost like a spiritual awakening of some kind. All right, finding that inner light within after going through a lot of darkness. It's Virgo energy, so analyzing things, observing things. This is also about looking at things from a higher perspective. All right, so a lot of that coming through for you guys. That's the overall energy for the week. So it does not, do not be fearful if you're spending more time alone and you just suddenly just want to kind of close up a little bit to spend some time in introspection, because again, it will serve you well this week. All right, what's the energy of Aries this week? What is the energy? Oh, is that the 10 of Pentacles? It is. So your energy is radiating abundance, which is pretty cool. You could be spending some time with family, as I was saying before. The 10 of Pentacles is really saying it could be some sort of windfall, maybe an opportunity that will give you a windfall. The 10 of Pentacles is a 10, so it's like completion, it's the end of a chapter, it's like the end of the road almost before the beginning happens again. But it just feels like you've really reached a really good point. If it's not something that you've achieved this week, this is the energy that is being put into the universe. So you will get it. Okay, you're in alignment to this legacy. You're in alignment with a windfall of finances, an abundance of, financial freedom, for example. Or again, it could be just radiating family because it's about being solid, being grounded, and also having more than enough. So that's the energy that you're giving off this week. So again, finances could be looking fine, or you're on the way to building that up here. Let's have a little look and see what the potential challenges might be. We'll speak about this very quickly. I don't really want to take it, to be honest, because it just kind of fell out. Now, the Empress coming through, the Six of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords for a lot of you. This being a challenge could be a mother figure for some of you, or somebody who might be the Empress. Someone is a high status, maybe divine feminine, whoever this is. There could be like a lack of equal give and take coming through here. This could be somebody who is quite immature at times, holds themselves to a high value, maybe takes a lot but doesn't give back, okay? That could be somebody that you're dealing with this week, maybe somebody who you feel a bit of a victim to, and maybe that's why you're having to walk away from it. Now, for some of you, if this is deep down, because it can be, of course, internally, this could be maybe a certain limited belief that you guys might struggle with, because all of us really are an Empress. We all are deserving and are beautiful and are full of love if we're aligned to that energy. Of course, we all have the capabilities to be the Empress, okay? But the Six of Pentacles, it does kind of feel like a lot of us, I say us, I'm not an Aries, but I feel like I say us and we when I do readings, just so you don't feel like I'm saying you. It's just to let you know that I've been doing that for the last 5 years. But for you, Aries, it feels like maybe you are not in a really good balance with the equal give and take. And that could mean that maybe you guys give too much and take too little. A part of being the Empress is really about understanding the beautiful flow. She doesn't need to chase anything. She merely attracts. So for a lot of you, maybe that's what it is. You feel like you have to chase everything in life to get things, you know, to work really, really hard. And, you know, that is told to us, and we do have to work hard. But this week, what they really want you to do is that things can also come to you just because you're deserving of it, not just because you've worked 24/7 to get it. Does that make sense? Like the Empress is all about attracting and receiving. So with the Page of Swords, some of you might have a bit of a wound here, feeling like you have to, you know, maybe you've had parents who have struggled with work and finances. So, you know, they kind of do pass that knowledge down, and it makes great entrepreneurs, that lesson, but also people who become very tired and forget to tap back into their body, people who end up having really kind of bad health because they overly stress their bodies by constantly being in a state of chasing and driving. Okay, this is a really good time to manifest, basically, but you're being called to be open to receiving this week, okay? Especially when it comes down to finances. For some of you, it's time to start charging for the love that you offer, or having higher standards with people, okay, with what you let in. Because again, if you are the Empress and you do love to be of service to people, to give your loving energy to others, Six of Pentacles really feels like maybe some people are taking you for granted, and this is leaving you a bit burnt out and maybe resentful. So if you do struggle with feelings like that, feeling like a victim, feeling resentful over people who do not give back to you, then it's time to change those boundaries, okay? But that's just a little bit something there. Righty-ho. And again, you do have balance being here, so it's really, really important to kind of, you know, cut ties with people who are demanding from you. And by the way, those kinds of people will try to emotionally manipulate you. In my experience anyways, when you give too much and then people kind of expect that from you, they will keep expecting it from you. When you start placing boundaries, they will literally emotionally blackmail you. But it's really, you have to hold your values here. You have to hold your standards, okay, and your boundaries, because otherwise they'll keep doing extreme things to break that boundary again, because they know that eventually you'll let it down. So it's really a big time to make sure maybe walk away. For some of you, if this is love or friendships or whatever it is, it's really time to walk away if people keep mistreating you. All right, but let's get what your challenge or obstacle is in general, please, Spirit. Let's see for Aries. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from things that just don't fulfill you emotionally. So basically what we were just saying. All right. Yeah. And that is a big decision that maybe you have to make this week. So Lovers is about important decision making. It can be love, relationships, or people who you have love for, but you know, it is just about a major decision in your life at the moment, okay? That is being guided by the universe. So Eight of Cups, I'll show you a little bit up close. It's just kind of, and it jumped on top of instinct as well, and I do feel like that moon kind of does align with the instinct card a little bit here. It does feel like it's about following your gut, you know. It's really about following your gut and not feeling guilty about it. You know, that's the pain about being in the Empress mode. When you have a big heart, you love unconditionally, you have a lot of compassion, and you are a nurturer, you know. But unfortunately, you know, kind of have to realize, am I giving too much here, and am I being taken for granted here? All right. And those feelings of resentment might be telling you that maybe we're giving too much and not receiving enough back. Okay. So anyways, that's what we have. That's what we have over here with the Eight of Cups. Walking away from things that just do not serve you emotionally. Okay. It's time to put your love and your emotions first. All right. Let's have a look and see what's going on in your external surroundings. The Queen of Cups. So there could be a particular water sign around you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because this is going on in your surroundings. Not only does this really kind of feel like similar to the enthusiasm card, where it's about following your heart, following your passions. I would definitely say that in your surroundings is a good time to put yourself in those positions where you're following your heart, of course, and trusting in your intuition, because the Queen of Cups is very intuitive. But if this is somebody around you, it does kind of feel like potentially somebody that it's time to kind of walk away from. Again, friend, colleague, I don't know. I'm going to clarify this energy for you to understand, but it does kind of make sense with that maybe emotionally manipulative energy. This may be somebody who is not quite able, or maybe doesn't allow themselves to control their feelings. It kind of feels like an overspill, you know, maybe somebody who kind of trauma dumps and then kind of walks away, you know, and now you're left with all this like heavy energy around you. It's like maybe somebody who's not really got a, and they're showing me like not got a lid on it. Like this is just somebody who overspills, and it's not good vibes. I don't know. Let's I'm gonna go in and clarify it. Actually, kind of makes sense with what we were saying here. Now, Queen of Cups. Let's see, who is this in the external surroundings, please, for Aries? The Nine of Pentacles. The Five of Cups. Is this somebody who's just been through like a breakup, or it does feel like they've gone through a very difficult time with the Justice card? And again, this is where it's calling for you to have some balance, potentially some boundaries with the Nine of Wands here too. The Five of Cups says that potentially somebody's coming through this week for you who is a bit disappointed in their life at the moment. The Nine of Pentacles, maybe they've just been newly single, or maybe they actually, I'm kind of picking up a vibe on somebody who actually does have a lot of good things in their life, but they kind of maybe are maybe a pessimistic person, because the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who might be quite well off. They have, you know, kind of the luxury life, or, you know, somebody who's definitely spends like a lot of money and it complains about it, or I don't know. It's this, the Five of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. It feels like this person is quite pessimistic, and I feel like there's a lack of boundaries here. Then they're not a very grateful person, is what it feels like. All right, now going on within you, because I'm going to move away from that energy. Like they said, maybe it's time to, again, place some boundaries, or maybe, again, this is just not a situation that has any gain for you. Like this might be like a friendship or a colleague here, or something with somebody who might not be able to really give you anything, even if it's just, you know, good vibes, you know. It might just be time to kind of distance yourself a little bit, depending on the situation. Right, let's look at your inner world. Let's see what's going on in your inner world this week. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, you are feeling a little bit wounded here this week. That is a wounded warrior. And again, we will clarify this for you. The Nine of Wands is somebody who's already gone through something, has a bit of boundaries, and is a little bit, you know, on edge. Let's see. The Nine of Wands inside Aries. Page of Swords. Yeah, that is that triggered energy. And the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is a bit dissatisfied. There's a few things I'm going to say about this. If you're bored this week, research something. There's a lot of things that I think you're curious about and maybe enthusiastic about, just like your reading says in the middle here. But maybe you guys might need to study something to take your mind off of things. If at the moment your feelings are not really at the best. The Nine of Wands is telling me that there are some emotions inside that are still lingering from the past, because it's a wounded warrior. He's just been through something, right? It's also with the Page of Swords as well, like that resentment that I was feeling as well. So it's time to move on. I feel like that's also to do with that free yourself here. For a lot of you, maybe you are kind of thinking about the same, you know, old arguments or old situations, like, I can't believe this person did this. It's time to move forward, because that's getting a bit boring for you now. It's time to learn something new, go to new environments, meet new people. Okay, change your scenery up a little bit here, so that you're no longer in this wounded energy. Because I'm feeling a bit Is it anxious? I feel like maybe it's a bit of anxiety with the Nine of Wands. If you're on edge, it feels like you're anxious and you're bringing up maybe traumatic things in your mind again, or whatever it is. Let's direct our attention somewhere else, okay? Distance yourself from people who are like this so that it doesn't come onto you, all right? Let's have a look at what Spirit thinks is really good advice for you this week, all right? For the Aries, what's some advice? Advice for Aries? Two of Swords, so making a decision, and the Seven of Swords here as well. Some of you, it's really about trusting your gut instincts when it comes down to maybe somebody who has been a bit sneaky or self-sabotaging or sabotaging you in a way. The Three of Swords as well. This tells me this is a difficult decision, and again, maybe a painful one for you, or you're having to make a decision about something that's already causing some pain and heartache with the Three of Swords being there. It's not easy. A lot of swords are involved, so it takes a lot of logic and truth coming through. All right, with this, a lot of thinking about it. But Seven of Swords can be a sneaky energy, right? I feel like it's somebody around you, like I've been saying, so you have victim, walking away, not for you. So there is somebody in your environment, or maybe this is a past event that you are moving away from and it's still energetically there, okay? Whatever it is. Seven of Swords and Two of Swords, it does feel like this is something that's not super clear to you. But you just have like this sixth sense that somebody is just not right for you and something's not right about this dynamic. Trust that, please. Because the Two of Swords, again, like the Lovers, that came over on top of the Eight of Cups, making a decision to choose yourself is a really important one in life, especially when we're dealing with people who are a little bit like, whether it's breadcrumbing, whether people are kind of just using you and you wasting your time just because they need something from you and are never there for you when it's time for it. Or people who you just have a really weird feeling about, so it just doesn't feel right about it, okay? I think that's important. So make the decision. The blindfold on this lady, that's where I'm feeling like some of you can feel it, but it's not so obvious. Like maybe to others it's like, oh no, they just really need some help, and you get that. I think you're understanding of that, but there's just something that is weird about the situation. I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling weird vibes. Feeling weird vibes. It's like, but I know it's not right. I would just want to confirm that to you. Your feelings are okay. I think, again, you want to be of service to people. You are kind. You are compassionate. You want to be there for others, but some people are taking it for granted and they know it. Seven of Swords. They're aware. Okay. So anyways, right. Two of Swords. All right. It's time to make an intuitive decision this week. All right, and not run away from the decision making. I'm gonna go and look at the Ten of Pentacles to see what this abundance is in your energy. Ten of Pentacles, please, for Aries. The Five of Wands. Your energy for the week. Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and a Ten of Cups. So right now things may not look super cool, but you do have two amazing tens. This is ultimate happiness. Again, two tens, completion. So it really is reaching a really good, you will be reaching a very good time in your life where, there's a rainbow here. So the storm is over. You're going to be so happy around the right kinds of people, wealthy with that Ten of Pentacles and stable. Maybe right now you don't feel like it because the Five of Wands is here and the Five of Pentacles is here. So this is kind of conflict and competition, feeling left out in the cold, feeling, maybe a bit lonely for some of you with the Hermit being here as well. This energy needs to change. Okay, and it does feel like the walking away and instinct are all kind of cards that are trying to help you, direct you a little bit. Okay, and so is enthusiasm. Whatever I'm most passionate about is the direction I follow. Okay, both of these feel very draining. All right, so whatever this is, some of you may have been in like a highly competitive thing and maybe competition won, and maybe you feel a little bit left out. Again, that door being closed here, like we said earlier, if a door is closing on you or it doesn't make you feel good, then it's not for you. Okay, my angels. So you are going to have the Ten of Pentacles. You are deserving of it, like that Empress. Okay, and same with happiness. But right now, Spirit is kind of closing the doors that you're not supposed to walk down and making it very clear to you what people and situations are supposed to be around you and are not. So pay attention to the signs. All right, my angels. But that's what I have for you. Just going to show you the lovely table before we leave. But I hope you guys Have an amazing week. Please let me know how this resonates with you. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you enjoyed the reading as well, and share it to your friends, guys. I've been trying to get more people over here to the community, so bring your friends over and let me know what they think about their readings too. But anyway, I love you guys. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.